Hey, it's PhilzGoodMan, and Krunker just keeps on delivering with the updates. So in this latest update, we now have the option to select attachments. So in the future, maybe this could mean that we're gonna have a lot more options for customization, but at least for now, on certain weapons, we can select between the red dot sight and iron sights, which is also called no attachment. I should point out that the iron sights don't have any advantage, and I personally play with hide weapon on ADS turned on most of the time, but I gotta say that it is really fun to use iron sights. So for like Call of Duty games, for me personally, the best scope is no scope. So I'm gonna be playing one game with each class that now has iron sights as an option, and I'll also be turning my crosshair off. Pretty solid weapon model. In general, like in Call of Duty games, I like AK style weapon models when you aim down sights, because it has kind of like that shape that points to a center. So with the Trigger Man, currently I'm really not missing the crosshair that much. I feel like it doesn't really hurt like my performance. Got 9 in a row so far, not bad. Hopefully more people join this lobby though. Alright, we got another guy in the game. Ooh, that was a close one. Playing a little bit safer because I have a kill streak going. Alright, we got 16. Now, in the future, it would be cool if iron sights had some sort of advantage. If it forced you to like have the weapon model turned on, like an aim speed advantage would probably make the most sense. Oh, and the streak is over. Next up, we got the Bowman. Gotta get warmed up with the Bowman a bit. So looking at the Bowman's iron sights, it's really bad. This might be one of the worst iron sights of all time. Like, there's no point. I really don't know where the center of the screen is. Again, normally you wouldn't play with these settings, but if we were to evaluate it purely on the iron sights, this would get low tier for me. Maybe I just gotta get used to it a little bit more. Yeah, I just wish there was like a little point like there was with the AK. So far, I would say though that it has been fun to try out these iron sights. I haven't played like this for a really long time since typically I just use the hide weapon on ADS because yeah, there's no real advantage to having like a weapon block your vision. I would really like it. I'm not sure if I'm in the minority or not, but I would really like it if certain attachments had certain benefits and like they prevented hide weapon from being an option. But maybe that's just me. I don't know, I like to mess around with things and like figure out the best attachments. So I would definitely have a ton of fun if there were certain stats that you would get for having using iron sights versus like a red dot, but that definitely wouldn't work out with all the mods and stuff. Okay, so not too bad. Okay, so far liking the iron sights on the FAMAS. gun hardly blocks my field of view. So it's like super thin. There's a little gap. Not really seeing much of a point though. So maybe AK is still better. I'm not really sure though. The more I play it, I feel like with the FAMAS you have to be like really accurate because you really want to hit that one burst kill. Definitely harder to do just down iron sights. I mean, a compromise would be like turning my crosshair on, but then I couldn't show you guys what the iron sights look like as much. Like I tried that earlier and it kind of ruined the experience of just using the iron sights. I wonder if there's also going to be like 2x scopes, 4x silencer, because that would be super awesome. And JJ, the play kills me again with a shotgun. But like, one thing that I learned from playing COD is that the weapon unlocks. It really keeps you playing. It like gets you kind of addicted, which I think is good. Just to keep people playing like over and over again. So having like individual weapon unlocks by level per gun, I think would be a good idea in Krunker. Here we go with the Marksman. So that's not a bad iron sight at all. I don't like it as much as the AK because so looking at the semi-auto, so even though we're using no attachment, I think it still got that 2x zoom, so maybe a little bit unrealistic, but not that it matters, not that Krunker's trying to go for realism. Oh, something's messed up with the mods. Maybe they changed the file names or something, because it looks like Alien Blaster is pulling the sound of a different gun. The other thing about the iron sights, when using iron sights, is the game just really feels a lot different. It's a lot more satisfying. It's a bit more fun, I would say. It just doesn't really make that much sense to use. There's no advantage. Here we go with the SMG, running gun. Pretty solid iron sights. Looks like kind of like an AUG in COD in terms of the iron sight. Still definitely like the AK better, but I feel like I can be pretty accurate with this. It's pretty cool. I feel like you can see a bit more of the skin with the weapon animation now that I don't have the red dot. Someone asks, any of you guys lagging? Not lagging, but I did turn off like FPS and my ping just because it was distracting. So I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay video. Overall, I definitely think that the AK is the best iron sights, followed by the SMG or the Marksman, and then the FAMAS, and then the worst iron sights goes to the Bowman. Not that any of this matters right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks to all the subscribers. There has definitely been a lot of new subscribers lately, so I think we're at like 12K now, so that's super awesome. And everybody please stay safe and see you guys next time.